They say the dead don't speak. They say an ambulance is a vehicle of life. They lied. Sometimes, the siren you hear at 3 a.m. isn't coming to save someone. It's coming to collect a soul. And tonight, it might be yours. My name is Ratul. My father's name is Afzal Hossein, and I come from a small mist-covered village called Ratanpur. What I am about to tell you is not just a story. It is a nightmare that I lived through. Even now, the sound of a siren makes my blood run cold. It was a night like no other. A night of the new moon, where the darkness felt heavy and alive. I was working as an ambulance driver at the city's oldest and most decaying hospital, Life Care. It was around 2:45 a.m. The hallways were deathly silent, and the flickering fluorescent lights hummed like a dying man's final breath. Suddenly, the dispatch phone shrieked. The operator's voice was raspy, sounding as if someone was clutching his throat. He whispered only a few words. "Accident at Junction 44. An old white ambulance is waiting. Collect the bodies. Go! Now!" My assistant Kareem and I rushed to our vehicle. Kareem was usually a cheerful guy, but that night, he was eerily quiet. As I started the engine, it let out a mechanical scream. We reached Junction 44, where the fog was so thick I couldn't even see my own hands. In the middle of the road stood the old white ambulance. Its headlights glowed with a sickening blood-red tint, but there were no police, no witnesses, just a body lying on the asphalt, covered in a black shroud. When we went to lift it, my palms turned ice cold. Kareem whispered, "Boss, I think the body is moving." I snapped at him to stay calm, but as soon as we loaded the body into the back, the rear door slammed shut by itself. It sounded like a massive hand had slapped the glass from the outside. I got into the driver's seat and floored it, but on the way back the GPS failed. The screen displayed only one message: destination hell. Suddenly, a bone-chilling sound erupted from the back. Cabin. The sound of someone slowly pulling back the shroud. I called out to Kareem, but there was no response. I looked into the rearview mirror and my heart stopped. Kareem was gone. His seat was empty, except for a severed finger dripping with thick, black blood, and the shrouded body. It was sitting upright. It slowly lifted its head. It had no skin, only raw meat and writhing maggots. It reached out its long, claw-like hand and shoved Kareem's finger into its toothless maw. The speedometer hit 100, but the brakes were dead. In the back, that monstrous entity was crunching on Kareem's bones. A sickening, wet snapping sound. I was shaking so hard, the steering wheel felt like it would snap. Suddenly, the internal intercom crackled to life. Kareem's voice came through, but there was no soul left in it. He was sobbing, "Boss, don't stop the car. It's eating me. It's crawling inside me." I didn't want to look at the mirror, but I couldn't help it. I saw the creature draping Kareem's skin over its own horrific frame. The sliding window behind me flew open, and a stench of rotting corpses filled my lungs. The fake Kareem leaned in and hissed, into my ear. "Look ahead, driver. See where we are going." I looked forward and screamed. The fog cleared, revealing that there was no road left, only a massive, bottomless abyss. At the bottom, I saw hundreds of crashed ambulances piled high, with thousands of black hands reaching upward. I tried to jump out, but the doors were locked. The seatbelt tightened around my neck like a living noose. As the ambulance reached the edge, the entity whispered one final thing. "Your father will come looking for you. We will save this seat for him." With a deafening crash, the ambulance plummeted, but I didn't die. I woke up lying on a stretcher, covered by a white shroud. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. Then I heard the doors open. A familiar voice, my father's voice. He was crying. "Where is my son?" I tried to scream. "Run, Dad! This isn't an ambulance. It's a living hell." But no sound came out. Now I am trapped inside that machine. Every night, a new driver comes, and I sit in the back under the shroud, waiting for him. Tonight, you might hear my siren outside your door. Be ready.